Hello everybody, welcome back to Time the Tasmanian Tiger. Last time we were here, we got basically almost all the levels done in the new area. Well, actually, if I'm to be honest, we pretty much have all the levels done in general. That's right, there are basically no more levels left for us to go through and collect things from. Well, I definitely need to put an asterisk on the definitely no more left, because there is precisely at least one left that we haven't gone through yet. Get that out of the way. We're also technically missing a good amount of rainbow scales along with that. Just roaming around a quick second. Because my mind is trying to wrap around where they oh, look, there's one. We now have 4 more to get. One of the bigger issues being that either I can't remember where they are or they'll show up. I know for a fact one is in this last area over here. I know for a fact we'll get one regardless, because whenever we leave an area with Julius, he usually gives us one. Curiosity. Out of curiosity. Good shot. That looked explodable. I can say we've basically scoured this entire area and honestly come up with nothing. Well, regardless, let's just continue forward. Because if you remember correctly, last where we left off, we have an event ahead of us. Not just any event. We got a boss fight coming. So let's just hop right to it. Julius?
Smashing work, Ty! Sure was hard yakka, Julius. Hurry, let's get the talisman. Now, I've got a lock on the talisman. Oh, this is getting easier every time.
Here we are at Fluffy's Fjord, and this definitely isn't like the other ones. Jesus Christ. What a massing behemoth this is. And from immediately, we don't know exactly how to harm it. Heck, the Boomerangs aren't doing much. But we do notice around the level that there are these pilot lights that look very familiar. Crap, never mind. Outlets that aren't on. Well, plain and simple, we're stuck in a conundrum. Interesting how there's arrows. I repeat, some of these levels feel like they're supposed to be more than just what they appear to be. Fighting him does nothing, and oh jeez. Oh god, he hurts. But what we're supposed to do is burn him.
Perhaps you should try a two-pronged attack. Maybe fire, then ice.
Also, if we wait long enough, we get some assistance from Julius. we can see that this gigantic behemoth isn't actually that far off from reality because he's just a robot. Once we burn off all of his quote-unquote skin. I don't know why he screams in pain because he's clearly not real. Ow. Did I even hit the chest? Alright. Oh. What Julius said. Actually, let's just... Nope. I'm assuming the last place we need to hit is the chests. Might need to get closer in that case. There we go. Just gotta burn off all that fur. But now we have phase 2 going on. Where we... Damn. This doesn't explain much at all, does it? Like the hint that it gave us. Funny enough, I remember being stumped as a kid as well. Wait, what's her name again? Okay, that's what you gotta do, but I guess. When these are ignited, throw your fire rings, your pyro rings at them, and they'll cause an explosion. Alright. It's starting to come back to me. Yeah, you gotta throw it at the ice, essentially. Freeze them in place. Since clearly he's sinking. God, memories. Alright. Well, now he's basically... stuck, but that isn't the end of it now, is it? We got one last, it has just a little bit more fight left in it. So we can see it's being controlled by a lizard lady. From what we can see, maybe we have to, there we go, freeze it a bit.
I have to say, I am impressed. But Boss Cass is gonna be peeved. You know, if things were different, we could have been a team.
I see you have retrieved the third talisman. Do not become complacent in your quest. There is still much danger ahead.
Well, I have to admit it. You're not doing such a bad job, mate. Well, adequate, maybe, but not bad. Now, Julius is waiting for you back at his lab. I think he's got a new gadget for you. Bonza! these lightning thunder eggs are simply fascinating. Why is this so? Simply, they produce even more energy than all the other eggs combined. Oh dear. I hope it's safe to channel all that energy into my machine. Well, Ty, there's only one way to find out. Oh, it tickles. This must certainly be a Zappyrang.
Ah, sweet as!
Oh, be careful with it, Ty. It's quite a shocker. Oh, dear.
Here we have the Zappyrang. The next of the elemental rangs on the list. And required to get into the next area. Now, besides it being in name alone, it does in fact do the zappies. But not in the way you'd expect. Obviously it hurts enemies, but this is actually a hard counter to those enemies wearing the metal sheets. But of course, that isn't all. We still have something else to get.
Ah, Ty, you've gathered the last of the golden cogs. Excellent work, my boy. Let's see what we get this time. Oh, my! I haven't seen one of these before. It's a Chronorang. Wow! I wonder what it does. Ripper!
We get 2 achievements.
Excellent work, my boy.
And we get this final rank. Well, final is incorrect. We get this boomerang. It doesn't actually say what it does, and it doesn't give us much info on it, at least from Julius. But definitely, this is something worthwhile to have. Probably even for this final area, especially. You can notice we're basically done with the game, but we still have 2 more talismans left. Well, there's a reason for that. We're going to be getting both of them in this last area. Let's ignore this Chronorang for now. And whoop out. Forget, is it you? I always forget. Okay, you're not the one we're supposed to. There we go. We finally showing this off. We only have 1 boomerang left to get. Well, we may as well use this to equip the Zappyrang and see that we can now power generators, which is useful for the coming level. Let's go straight in. I was actually expecting something other than at the time I'm expecting a cutscene. I'm not even gonna lie, but I think we're gonna hold off on entering the level yet because we are still missing at least 2 more rainbow scales. One of them we know, at the very least, is back at the previous area. But this also leaves, never mind, doesn't leave a conundrum at all, because it's right down there. You've been following along. We basically have all of them now. But what does this net us, I bet you're wondering. Well, let's go collect that final rainbow scale. Earn us an achievement and see what it does in fact earn us. When I stop talking, you can probably cut. Maybe. Maybe. Probably not. Here's the last rainbow scale. And let's just...
Ah. I see you have found the rainbow scales that were scattered across the land. As a reward for your ingenuity, I give you a special bunyip gift. the resilience of a great warrior. May you battle well.
But alright. So that's great, actually. By getting all the rainbow scales, we've essentially doubled our health to a whole 8 points of health. Which is definitely a good thing, considering the level we're about to tackle. Faceplant. I'd say we're as well equipped as we can be. Let's see about this last area over here. Let's go strapped in. Yeah, with the zapping ring. Oh my god. Let's go strapped in with the zapping ring. And let us enter. Cass Pass.
Did you take care of our little problem?
I tried, but he's stronger than I thought.
He's stronger than you thought. How hard can it be? He's just a little orange rat.
He has friends. The bunyips are helping him.
What? Then the stakes have been raised. To take over the world, I must have those talismans. I need them to open the portal to the dream time so I can banish all those annoying warm-blooded mammals once and for all. Present company accepted, of course. Well, if our orange friend is so intent on finding the talismans, then I say let him. My metal menace here will take care of him and steal back the talismans to boot. It's so simple, it's brilliant.
No one has ever come back from this inhospitable place, so tread carefully.
We can see out the gate, we get a way back. Essentially saying outright, this is the point of no return. It's do or die at this point, and honestly, we have everything we could ever need. We're already 98% complete. The only things that we haven't collected yet are the frames, which don't count, I believe don't count towards completion rate, and the last 2 talismans. So, if we see here, we can take a look at everything and see that we have quite a road ahead of us. And more so that, there's a lot that's going to be happening here. Now, I should mention, we haven't really necessarily talked much about boss Cass. Jesus Christ, this thing. Instant kill these guys. Well, one hand usually, yeah, never mind. We haven't talked much about boss Cass as it is. How'd that make sense? Alright, let's go in. Try out this new guy. Take a quick detour off what I was talking about initially. The Chrono Ring. Its ability is as thus. Whenever we hit an enemy with it, they slow down to a standstill. Basically allowing us to get in and get a free hit in or such. Now mind you, that Boomerang itself doesn't actually damage. More so, it's just a utility. But we can see clearly since they're able to hit us without any... without much resistance. It's interesting, but obviously I don't I don't use this one as much. The fan favorite, plain and simple, is the Boomerang, because it slaps very hard, as we can see. Let's get some health back. So it should be noted that there shouldn't be any collectibles here. So there really is no point in looking. Being said, my paranoia still says otherwise. I played games like Banjo-Kazooie growing up, so my brain just immediately yearns to look everywhere for secrets. But as mentioned, as I was saying previously, Boss Cass. We haven't talked much about him in general, but what we do know about him primarily is that he is an emu hell-bent on erasing the Tasmanian tigers off of history, basically. The sole reason being that he believes, since evolution basically gave the Tasmanian tigers a better deal in life, that they should be purged simply because of his ancestry with the dinosaurs. Just leads him to believe that he should be superior and that they should be back on top. That's his ideology, though, so whether or not he can fulfill it is all dependent on how much we can kick his butt. Crap. Oh, I just thought about it. What if we only had that temporarily? If so, that is a raw deal. If not, I certainly hope it's not a raw deal. Now, mind you, this is just his ideology, to where he just feels like the quote-unquote rats, as he calls us in this, are just inferior in general. What do you expect? Evolution. It's just whatever sometimes. Oof. God, that hits. Slaps so hard. So we definitely know his motivations for this thus far. And as we've seen, Princess Orchid is basically helping him. Although obviously that isn't his name at this point. For those of you who might have noticed, that character that we fought against goes by a different name other than Princess Orchid. He goes by the name of... Oh, there's a... not that worth it. They shouldn't take too much extra lives. He goes by the name of Sly. And given the physical appearance of him, we can probably make a good educated guess. He's a Tasmanian tiger, just like us. So what does that mean then? Well, he has to have his motivations for helping out Boss Cass, whatever they are. That, or who knows? Maybe he's ignorant in this case. Whatever the actual case may be. We definitely learned that Boss Cass has taken up a different sort of method. Is it just regular mushrooms? Is definitely taking up a different sort of method when it comes to his ways of his frontal assault. Alright, let's go back. We've learned that he definitely relies a lot more on technology rather than relying on weapons such as the boomerangs, for example, or our natural innate ability to have a good bite. Such as having an army infantry of lizards.
This is it, Ty. You're about to enter Boss Cass's lair. There's a lot of strife ahead, so do your fair dinkum best to make it through in one piece, okay, Ty?
No worries. What's the matter, Maury?
Sorry, mate. I've just got something in my eye, that's all.
Ah, she'll be right, mate. She'll be right.
Good luck, Ty. Good luck.
We know that he has an affinity for machines and whatnot. You know what? I'll grab those. May as well. Sorry, Maurice. I'll just take a second here to finish talking. We know he has an affinity for machines. We know that he prefers to rely on his henchmen and his mind to basically try and get ahead of us, quote unquote. And we even got to see how exactly he took out our family. But we also know that he has plenty of support on his back, and even now it's going to be a daunting challenge. This has been alright, but we still have plenty of more fight ahead of us. Let's see if Julius Maurice says anything else.
You're about to enter Boss Cass's lair. Good luck, Ty. Good luck.
We can see Maurice is definitely worried for us, but we are a tiger on a mission. We're gonna see it through. Into another part of the level, Cass's Crest. No warp, just straight into it. Oh, I can only imagine that there's like hidden boxes here, probably. Nah, maybe. Maybe not. The atmosphere has definitely changed. We went from obviously a nature setting to this cold, harsh machinery setting. Almost feels like we're a bit of a secret agent currently, since we gotta find our way through. Like I said, no need to worry about collectibles at this point. There shouldn't be any more left for us to obtain. It's just us and them. And you can bet your sweet Bippy that we have to focus on getting rid of them. We come up here, we can see we have an ally here.
You showed those frills a thing or two. By the way, one of them dropped this. Who dares disturb my slumber? What are you trespassers doing in my cave? A talisman. Boss Cass is going to love this.
We can see Boss Guy still definitely has some tricks up his sleeve though. So we can't take him too lightly, even though his enemies have been subpar. It might not be the best choice. Oh, actually, wait. This might be a good time for a Boomerang. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Come on. Oh, we can't even hit her. That would explain some things. So our boss fight currently relies heavily on I want to say quick time events, but that definitely is incorrect. Off of using the environment, we can't actually hurt her. Which is surprising because we have... Jesus Christ. So many weapons available to us that can probably deal with her. Doing like a boomerang, which should definitely be able to deal with her bats. Oh dear God. The hitboxes are a little bit bigger than I expected. This sign can't stop me. I can't read. So this boss fight definitely helps to know where all the buttons are at. They're pretty easy to spot, but just keep a general idea of where everything's at, and you should be fine. Like I said, there's no real point in trying to damage her if she can't be hurt. You just gotta keep on going. And wait for her basically to leave into the next area. Did that? Alright. Why not? Really? Alright, no, where are you? Boomerangs. You know what? Let's use the rest of them while we're at it. Perfect. May as well consider this is the final levels. I think if we take a stealthy approach, we can probably get away without taking any damage scot-free.
Thanks, Possum.
Well, they tied up that loose end of getting a talisman. I'm indifferent about it. But at least the loose end is in fact tied up. Let's look at our Boomerang to see if we can't get that achievement real quick. Probably not, honestly, because you already see how things are going. Let's try the Zappy Ring out. It does feel satisfying to zap things, though, so... It has its interesting uses. Enemy's gone, let's advance.
I told you we'd meet again. I'm gonna enjoy this. What? What are you doing? I'm giving you a hand, mate. Let go of me. You're gonna regret this.
He's the Shadow the Hedgehog, but less edgy. Probably would have been good use for a multi-ring, honestly, now that I think about it. Once that little cutscene's over, we can just advance forward.
At last, we come face to face. So, you're the troublemaker I keep hearing about? Well, this is the end of the line for you, you meddling rat.
Boss Cass, the final boss of the game. And he's definitely not gonna make things easy on us. Off the bat, we're already being splurged with damage. Damage that looks like we can't actually deal with that easily. Nope, doesn't look like it. Let's just get into a safe area and see if maybe... There we go. Our best and safest bet of dealing with these things seems to just be... Oh yeah, we gotta freeze them. Freeze them and destroy them with our mighty jaws. It's a good thing we have this extra bar of health in this case. Especially since I'm not sure if we're gonna get a heal anytime soon. There we go. But I get... Alright, whatever. Game, could you kindly? There we go.
Why, you little... I'm gonna make you pay for that. Hey, 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 hey! Stop that!
We can also see Boss Cass has definitely made improvements on his previous design of that giant gorilla we faced. Didn't take that long, apparently. What we want to do is destroy these panels. Destroy both of them, apparently. Go figure. And just go inside. I'm gonna, for safe bets, equip my Boomerang because it is fun to explode. You know what? Let's give this one a little bit of love. Just ping everyone. Or maybe I can keep them busy with the Mega Ring. Our objective here is currently these wires we see, and we can notice that they're covered in ice. Oh, we already know. Fire can melt ice. So, we just gotta go around the area. As we've seen and noticed out the corner of the eye, as the tubes get broken, stronger and stronger enemies will come out to try and deal with us. And of course, once that's done, it actually isn't over yet. Still have to destroy the ropes holding everything. I wonder if at this point we can just use... It looks like it has to be burned. Damn, alright. Let's just try our best to avoid getting damaged. As I ignorantly miss a ninja.
You'll need this.
Sly! What are you doing?
What I should have done years ago. I'm giving him a hand, mate.
After all I did for you?
What? Lied to me? Good luck, Ty.
You traitorous Tasmanian tiger.
You beauty!
In this serious moment, where we're being traveled all the way to the Rainbow Cliffs, we have what is essentially, for anyone who's played Batman, a Batarang, where we get to take control of the boomerang in front of us. And now we have a section where we have to venture through this narrow piping to get to our final objective. Now, it should be noted, these are our father's boomerangs, but they go by the name of the Doomerang. We've seen that Sly apparently held on to them for us, even though he's supposed to be our enemy. Maybe we'll learn more about that as soon as we manage to get this big boy all the way to the end of the path ahead of us. Now, it should be noted, this can be failed. You can lose this. You can actually lose this little mini game going on, and that's by either running into something, or if memory serves, taking too much damage. These wind pipings and obviously lasers, they can basically inflict the damage to you. But we're doing pretty well so far, even if this does feel like it might be going on a little bit longer than expected. What do you expect? It is a big robot. Luckily enough, the boomerang isn't that difficult to handle. And it looks like we won the day.
Bonza!
The talismans are back where they belong. Order is restored and chaos has been averted. All thanks to you, Ty the Tasmanian tiger.
No problem, mate. I'm just doing my job.
We hope you enjoyed playing the Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. And that is, as they said, Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. Once again, I still hold my opinions of this is a great game. It's definitely a beginner's platforming collectathon, but it's still fun. It didn't give me that much gripes as I thought it would. The only thing I imagine I'm having gripes with is editing it all, because of all the little things I'm putting in. That being said, Boss Cass is defeated. We get our ending of saving our parents from the dreaming. And surprisingly enough, this game gets, as I've said in the beginning, gets 3 more games.
Still doing here? The game's over. Go read a book or something.
It's about 3 more games added on to its title listings. I have my opinions on all of them except for 4. I get to play 4, but I don't feel like I want to, just because it turns away from the 3D stylings, and I'm divisive about that. 2's great. It definitely improved upon what was here, but it definitely also takes the path of Jak and Daxter when it had its second game and decided to go off the beaten path. It's a bit of a copycat in that case. 3 is definitely very divisive because I don't remember falling in love with it, but I do remember at least liking it. But we'll probably get to that if and when if I get them and it becomes available on PC. Going back to this game, it's been pretty. It's been pretty good. It's been a blast. Pros: the game's fun. It is easy, and I think is a definite good entry level game for anyone who wants to get into this genre. Then again, one could debate Banjo-Kazooie or like Mario 64 maybe. Could also go in line with that, but this one definitely is a bit more easier than those. So this is, if you give this to, say, a beginner or maybe even a little kid, probably the more likely of the options, they might get a good hang of hold on. All the kids who helped out with the focus testing, Kev at the pizza store, Andrew at the toy store, and all the staff at local eateries, Big Fish, Audio, and Peter Shricka, and all those partners and families that put up with us never being there while we were working on this title. Welcome to the world. In memory of them. This definitely feels like a good starting place for getting into the world of this. I think the music's pretty dang good. Some of them are here or there, but most of them are pretty good to just listen to every now and again. I think the design of the character is interesting. The fact that he has this side mouth going on that can open up into a full thing, but whatever. I love the fact that this game uses boomerangs as an actual weapon. Because most people just see it as toys. And this game got me interested in boomerangs in general. I don't own any boomerangs, is the funny thing, but I like the idea of them being used more. So yeah. Cons. I'm not gonna say this game is perfect. Definitely it isn't. But at the very least, I will say that this game, the issues aren't as blaring as some of the other ones. Now, clearly, one of the biggest issues in this game is, funny enough, one of its biggest selling points being a collectathon. There is no easy way of finding something, a collectible in this game, that makes you like. There's no easier way to look for it than just going throughout the whole level. So if you miss something, the best example being a single opal in the entire level, you're basically screwed, or you're going to be spending at least an hour, maybe 2, combing through the level to find that one thing.
Well, go on. Scoot.
And you're just going to be stuck there until you find it. Oh, EA. From what you once were. The camera, it's a little difficult to deal with. It's a little unwieldy sometimes. And
Sorry, mate.
How dare you? That cost a lot of money.
Wicked!
Ty apparently broke the boombox. Oh, we have people's custom created characters. That's neat, actually. You know what? I really gotta love the fact that people are so amazed and in love with this game that people backed it to being alive again. Honestly, some of the a little more than negatives. Most of the levels are linear. I will say that. There is a clear pathing to it. There's even a way to usually get back to the beginning. The ones that are a little bit more open, I feel it's a lot easier to get lost in. I remember when I was younger, the water levels particularly had a very big issue with losing your way and then just being lost in general. Then don't even get started about finding the collectibles at there.
What are you still doing here? The game's over. Go read a book or something.
Oh, he repeats it. Alright, that's interesting. That honestly the biggest issue is still the collectibles. Everything else is pretty fine. Heck, some of the other collectibles, such as the cogs, the thunder eggs, easy to find. It's the opals. The only game I know to have done little collectibles like that well enough were honestly Spyro. Because you have sparks there to help you find it, find the scattered gems hanging around if you press the right buttons, and even in the newer one they do that, so good stuff, honestly. Besides that, I can't say much else negatives. I never really felt a need to get all the concept art, even though I probably should. There's a lot of good stuff here. Heck, some of the things the assets I've stolen basically from the concept arts, so, you know, it is, in fact, whatever. I guess that's pretty much, my thoughts on this. The final thing I would say is, give it a boomerang out of 10. Definitely try it. If whatever you've seen interests you in whatever way, shape, or form of this, honestly give it a try. You don't have to follow my my video as a guide if you don't want to or anything, but it is pretty entertaining to play. It's pretty nice to just throw boomerangs at people's throw boomerangs at frills. Oh no, pretty good game. One that I can easily recommend to anyone. At this point, we're just kind of waiting for the credits then. On the bright note, we can definitely see there's a lot of backers for this, since there's so many people and so many concept arts. You know what? Good for them. Good for them, because I'm happy this game got so much support. It really honestly was, at least in my opinion, a hidden gem in its time. And probably deserved a lot more love than it initially got. Already getting close to an hour, damn. Oh, you know what? Actually, I had to harp on something else, I would definitely say one of the things I can harp on that I didn't quite care for was definitely the bosses. They felt a little bit too easy at times. Like, though, like for instance, the shark. The shark, you can get away with not even getting hit once in there and be fine. And it's interesting. No, I also kind of, don't get me wrong, I know they had to find some way to just tie a little bow on the end of it, but them just finding the last talisman in the last area, or the second last talisman in the last area, is like, all right, that's fine, I guess. But you know, probably could have did something else, or I had another level or something. But who am I to judge? Once again, great game. Recommend it, 100%. I gotta say though, I'm pretty excited for the next project I'll have going up. Who knows when at this point, but I will say, just to give hints, because I have to at this point. Even though some people might know it already. Might. I'm not about to say.
Go on. Scoot.
I know people who watch are definitely smart. But let's see if they're clever. Let's see if they're clever enough to catch on. The next game I'm playing, to give hints, is a shooter, and definitely was part of my growing up as a kid. Heck, I can't even count how many games they have. They have so many games. So many.
Sorry, mate.
How dare you?
I've already said before, it isn't.
Cost a lot of money.
It ain't Call of Duty, but it's definitely a shooter type. Then again, you are basically a marine in that, aren't you? Technically speaking. It also has one of my favorite guns of all existing time in it, so always good. Yeah, but speaking of that, I can't wait to start recording for that, because it'll be interesting. And it's a bit funny, because I probably should use mouse and keyboard. But growing up, I didn't play it like that. So I'm probably gonna stick with my controller that I bought for it. I mean, and it is fun. It is definitely fun. I'm not gonna say it's like hidden gem, but it was definitely AAA when it came out. Dear Lord. That's like multiplayer, but I don't think I'll be releasing any of that multiplayer yet until.
What are you still doing here? The game's over. Go read a book or something.
Until this finally comes out. Heck, I think I decided that long ago, because I have multiplayer recorded with this game. I just haven't done anything with it when it comes to editing. Primarily because I was trying to focus on editing the main stuff, which is this. But let it be known, there's multiplayer recorded for the thing I'm intending on. I also have issues with involving this game because the next game coming up that I have planned, that I've left plenty of hints for, I initially planned on doing co-op. I really desperately wanted to try that. There's only one issue with that. The person I tried to do co-op with, it just wasn't working. Supposedly because the safe bet. Good for this people. Kirsten Pohepis. Well, just yeah, I don't know. Good for them if that actually worked. Good for that marriage proposal if that actually worked. I I tried my darndest. I don't know what I'm doing in the first place, but we tried a couple times to see if getting that to work. Apparently, supposedly, it's because like the game we were trying to play co-op is cross-play, supposedly, and I want to play the campaign. Couldn't be done because, mind you, I didn't download everything for it yet, which is probably giving away a lot more than I really should. I didn't download everything for it yet because I just very selective. I want to play a couple different games of it, but go figure. So it looks like it's going to be a solo campaign, which is a bit unfortunate because I really wanted to get some more co-op stuff going up on the channel, and especially since it's, you know, like a campaign even. Heck, I would love to I'd love to collab with anyone if that were possible. Because, like, you know, it's fun. And I definitely have a couple of games that in my catalog that I can collab with. Heck, I might even, when this goes up, if it's possible, be able to play collab with someone for the next game in the lineup. It'd just be neat. The real thing I have to decide, undoubtedly, is what I'm doing with the series after that. Because I'm just planning on playing the first one of this next game that I'm being subtle but not that subtle about. I can play one of the many other ones that are on there. But, and I'm not entirely sure if I should. I don't... It's hard to say because... You know what, no. I'll put up some sort of poll, some sort of decision, where people who are watching this can decide what I do with it. I'll say this, whatever decision is decided upon, whatever choice is decided upon, there we go. It'll be way after, or maybe in between the next couple of games coming up. Primarily because I have, after the game in question, I have a single player game experience, possibly a 3-in-a-row game, and something that's definitely single player. And I might sprinkle them in between there, just to fill out the list a little more. The funny thing is, I kind of have to figure out what to do after the final game on that list. It ain't a big list, I ain't gonna lie. I've already completed like a good half of the list already. With Bully, Psychonauts, Hadn't Time, and Shantae. You know what?
Go on. Scoot.
You know what? Good for me in that case, because I actually finished them. So, props to me. Good proud of that. Gotta meditate, yada yada, blah blah blah. I almost want to say... Can I even? I can pause them? Why? Oh, okay, there we go. I'm sorry for everyone who backed this up and everyone whose name is currently shoveling through, but it is already an hour into recording and I need to wrap this up faster. I wish I had known about that. I feel bad because these are people who paid to have this game come back up. But you know what? My Let's Play, my rules. Just, not to mention, the soundtrack has basically looped over about 4 times now. Let's just skip right to the end. They are literally also going in alphabetical order. Did it loop over? Am I going crazy? Oh, that is weird to look at. There we go. I can rewind too. Why? No, never mind. I know why. I'm getting Try to find your name in there if you wanted. Alright. Alright, yada yada. All rights reserved.
What are you still doing here? The game's over.
Alright. I don't know what that means. But we completed the game. Didn't we? I'll be honest, I don't know what that means. The Psy lives thing. Alright, as it just turns out, that was a secret ending. Which is funny, because I don't remember Psy ever coming up. Ever. Alright. Yeah, they definitely tried to pull a Sonic on us, by the way. Oh dear. Oh dear. What have I done? Okay. But finishing the game and completing it all nets us. Well, firstly, we can't do anything else with everything else, but it nets us the Boomerang, allowing us to basically fire at will whatever we want. At whatever we want. Homing. Yeah, homing-ish. But I also just noticed something. There's appears to be 2 portals open over here that are harboring my interest. Bonus world. Looks like we're not entirely done now, are we? I think next time on Ty the Tasmanian Tiger, we're gonna see what new content is available to us once the game is finished. For lack of a better outro. I'll see you guys then. Later.